Hey, Tubies. It's Psychic Bob. Well, it's so good to be back with you. Well, I know you guys are upset with me. You've been sending letters saying, Psychic Bob, we didn't get our horoscopes. Well, I gotta tell you guys, Monday's usually my day off. And yesterday ended up being a really busy day for me. I had a lot of chores and errands to do. And I just ran out of time. And I just needed yesterday a full day for myself. So I didn't get out the horoscopes. Please forgive me. We'll get it next week. But it's Tuesday, and I've been working all day. That's why this is getting out late. I've been doing a lot of readings. I want to say thank you to all you've been calling for private readings. We've been having such a good time. We got a little bit of a backlog, so if you're waiting to hear from me, we will get to you. I'm just getting more calls for requests than I can handle at the moment. So keep your calls coming. Keep patient. I am getting to everybody, okay? By the way, if you do want to get on my schedule for a private reading, you can give me a call at my office number, which is 703-825-3929. Or you can write to me at my email, readings@robert-hickman.com. These links for the phone and email will be below. And, private readings, you and me, one-on-one for a full hour. We cover everything, past, present, future, spirit guides, your life mission, all of that and more. So, and we answer all your questions. So I'd love the chance to sit with you. I do have a few openings this week. We're actually going into next week already because I'm getting so many calls. But do come call me. We'll find a way to get you in, okay? Anyways, I'm glad you guys are here. By the way, I wanted to tell you, because I always forget, if you also want to work on your spiritual life, pop over to my website. Check out my books. I'm a published author. And all those books are over there. I have a bookstore tab at the top of the screen. And you can pick up my books. So a lot of you have been saying, Psychic Bob, I heard you have books out. Yes, I do have books. All of these and more. Okay, so pop over to my website. All right, guys. Well, we're going to get into our letters today. And by the way, I got to say this. I always forget, but I'm getting hundreds and hundreds of requests for readings right now for messages from the spirit world. To answer some quick questions, one, there is no charge to be on this video for messages from the spirit world, okay? So, no charge. This is my gift to you guys, okay? But please understand that I'm getting hundreds of requests, and right now I can't personally write to everybody that's asking for a reading and answer. So if you don't hear from me, please understand. It's not that I don't love you. It's just a numbers thing, okay? If you really have something that's really pressing and you need help right away, you might want to invest in a private reading. And again, my number, phone number, and email will be below. But for this, we're going to see what we get. And by the way, I always tell people, listen to every letter, because even if your letter isn't answered right away, somebody else may have a similar situation, and the spirit can work through their letter to give you an answer. And that's how the spirit world works, because we may have Susie up in New York who has a problem, and we may have Joe down in Florida, and the spirit draws me that letter because it knows it can help two people instead of just one. So the spirit's always trying to reach as many people as they can. So listen up, because spirit can work through somebody else's letter, okay? And I've seen a lot of evidence of that. Well, I'm glad you guys are here. So we're going to get into our letters here. But before we do that, let's all take a moment. Let's center ourselves and attune to the spirit world. All right. I hear Fletcher back here. Excuse me, I'm having allergies all of a sudden. Sometimes when I do reading, the spirits come in around me. It starts an asthmatic attack. So bear with me here. Fletcher, can you step back just a little? Okay, thank you. Physical proximity of a spirit guide can induce in some people asthmatic or allergy attacks. All right. Thank you, Fletcher. All right, my first letter today is from I Love Candy 56. Hello, I Love Candy. I Love Candy. It says, Hi, Psychic Bob. I have a strong feeling that there's going to be a change in my life in the near future, but I'm unsure what this change is about. Can you give me some insight on this? Thank you very much. Hi, I Love Candy. You know what I keep picking up around you? You've got an aura that's in motion. That means that tells me that things in your life are going to start to get dynamic. I want you to watch here, because after the new year, it's like energy picks up around you, particularly in the career area. And, excuse me, as we get to the summer, I think there's going to be an issue come up around a move. Now, what's interesting is I almost feel like this could be a long distance move, like across the country. And for some reason, I keep being shown Hawaii around you. So I don't know if you've been thinking about going to Hawaii, but there may come up an opportunity for work or travel that takes you to Hawaii. And it almost feels as if there could be a sense of like having a chance to move there. But I feel this is a long distance move. Again, timing, I probably want to put it closer to around June, July time frame. But as I said, from January forward, everything around you starts to pick up. And by the summer, it looks like there may be a move. Now, let me just paraphrase this with saying, or preface this with saying, this is not a crisis move. It's not like, oh, I have to move because I'm bankrupt and I don't know where to go. This is a move that comes of your own choosing, that you really are excited about. It feels very positive. So just remember that when we get into that summertime, this will make more sense to you. But I do feel like this is a major life transition. I think 2019 for you is a year of big life opportunities, some changes and growth, which will involve a move. Okay. Hope that helps a little bit. Blessings to you. All right, our next letter is from Lori Acocella. I hope I'm saying that right. Lori, hello. Lori writes, hi, Psychic Bob. I've been divorced now for a year. I'm wondering when I will meet the right guy. When will love come my way? Thank you. You know, hon, when I'm walking into your energy, I got to tell you, you got beautiful blue light around you. That tells me that you're in a place of working through your higher self, and I think you've done a lot of healing over this past year. Good for you. And you are in a place now where you're ready to start again in love. I want you to watch around the month of March. It looks like in March of 2019, right after the new year, there's somebody coming into your life. I keep getting a male. He's kind of a little bit taller than you. He has dark brown hair, wavy, thick hair, has beautiful blue eyes. And I keep seeing a connection here. It looks like it's at a bookstore. It may actually be an event, like you go to a book signing, or it could be a book club, but I'm getting a meeting with a group of people. It's at a bookstore. I think this is very close to you. It's around March, though, March of 2019, okay? So that's where the new beginning starts for you. I'm excited. Keep me posted. Let me know. Thanks for writing. Blessings to you. All right. Our next letter is from Kai Kamura. Kai writes, says, hi, Bob. Are there any aliens watching me? For the longest time, I felt that my soul is not from Earth. Well, Kai, let me tell you, you're really tuning in. I pick up around you a Pleiadian connection. I feel like you've actually had past lifetimes in the Pleiades star system. I also believe you have a connection to Lemuria. The Pleiadians would often visit Lemuria, and so I think it's that from your Pleiadian lifetime that you got used to Earth and got interested in life on Earth. And then, of course, this lifetime you did incarnate as an Earthling. But on a soul level, you are connected to the Pleiadians. The Pleiadians, interestingly, look just like us. They're humanoid. They even, in fact, they're already Pleiadians on the Earth. We just don't recognize them because they look so much like us. They don't look really any different. They're a little taller than humans, but, you know, they could pass just as a tall human. But you do have a soul connection to them. I do believe they're around you. I feel like they're talking to you at night, like giving you instructions, almost like data downloads. So I would like you to watch your dreams, maybe keep a dream journal, but I'm getting Pleiadian energy around you, and you have lived with them before. So no, you're not crazy. You know, people won't believe this. You may not want to tell everybody, but I'm telling you, you do have a connection. So do some research on the Pleiadians and the Pleiades star system. Depending on where you are at the country, the Pleiades star system is usually right above the horizon. This time of year, it actually might be below the horizon, but it's a group of 7 stars. They call it the 7 sisters, but that's the Pleiades star system. That's where you come from. So look up the 7 sister stars, and you'll see your home worlds. You come from a planet that revolves in that area. Okay. Thanks for writing. Hope that helps. Let me know what you discover. All right. Our next letter is from Queen Amidala. Oh, I love that name. Queen Amidala. Queen Amidala says, Bob, can you tell me when I will meet my love? Thanks. Yeah. You know, I have to tell you, when I walk into your aura, you got this beautiful golden light around you. I love that. That's a drawing light. That makes people drawn to you. They feel comfortable with you. That's a good light to have. I want you to watch. It looks like next month, actually, month of December, you're meeting somebody. It's a guy. He's got blonde hair, blue eyes, very, very fashionable looking. He kind of reminds me like a model type. Very striking, but very humble. He doesn't realize how nice looking he is, so he's not vain. And you're going to meet him. Now, don't hate me for this. You're going to think I'm crazy. But I see you meeting at a fast food restaurant. You're thinking, oh, God. Yeah, it's literally like a Taco Bell or a McDonald's. It's one of these days, like a Saturday, where you're rushing around. You're really busy. And you think, well, I don't have time for a big lunch. I'll just grab something quick. And he's on the same sort of schedule. And you just end up meeting in a line. And you end up talking like, oh, my God, the service here is taking forever. And you end up talking. And that's how you make the connection. You'll exchange numbers. In terms of name around this, I keep getting the letter W, like William, or maybe get Bill. He might go by Bill, but I think he has a W like William in his name. Okay. Yeah, so let's watch December. All right. Thanks for writing. Blessings to you. All right, our next letter, excuse me, I'm losing my voice here, is from Deborah Cottrell. Hello, Deborah. Deborah writes, says, hi, Bob. Thank you for your generosity you show to the collective. Oh, thank you, darling. Your smile is contagious. Oh, that's nice. Thank you so much. Well, you're more than welcome. I'm glad to be here for all of you. My question concerns a love that ended abruptly in 2007 due to a massive coronary. His name was David, and I feel his presence often. Is there something that he wants to say to me? Secondly, what is my spiritual gift to give at this time of my life? Thank you in advance for your consideration. You know, Deborah, I am picking up a presence around you. I do believe it's David. I'm hearing a voice say to me, he says, please. This is interesting. It comes over with regret. He says, please tell her I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I left her the way I did. He says something about he knew there were some problems. He said, I knew some signs, but I ignored them. And he's blaming himself for his day. He said he knew about some chest issues or some pain. He said before this came on, and he said he pushed it aside and ignored it. He said, but I knew, and he said, it's my fault. He said, I caused her to be abandoned. It's my fault. I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying that's how he feels. One of the things I want you to do is I want you to talk to him and tell him that it's okay. Give him some forgiveness for that. I think both of you were so shocked by it. I mean, of course, you were shocked because he died on you, but he's also shocked because he felt that he abandoned you. And so both of you want to forgive each other and love each other, but he keeps feeling like he feels bad and wants to apologize. So I want you to let him have some forgiveness and tell him that you understand and you forgive him for not going to the doctor in time. Because he said he kind of knew and he feels guilty about that. Okay, but he's over in the light. He said, I went to the light. And I believe it was a lady on his mother's side that brought him over. I see a woman. I believe it was a grandmother that's around him. Fletcher said yes. It was his grandmother that took him over to the light. So he's in the light. He's at peace. But let him know that you'll forgive him for leaving. That's what he's worried about, okay? You know, in terms of your spiritual gifts, you've got a lot of dark purple around you. Don't worry, that's not a scary color. That's a good color. Dark purple is what we call wisdom keeper light. And that means that you're going to, this time of your life, you're being called to share your life knowledge with people. So I want you to think about things that you would say, particularly younger people. I'm getting a lot of younger people coming to you for questions. And some of these will be people you don't even know, just like people that you see in the shopping mall. They'll just come and start talking to you, tell their life story. That's a sign that you're a wisdom keeper. That's one of your life themes. Right now, you're being given the gift of wisdom. So you have a gift of life, of knowledge, of your experience, and share that with people. That's part of what you're supposed to be doing right now. Wisdom keeper. Thanks for writing. Hope that helps. Blessings to you and to David. Oh my gosh, guys. Well, I don't know where the time is going today. We're at the part of our show now where we're going to do spirit shout-outs. Spirit shout-outs are where I get messages from people. These are not necessarily people that have written or asking a question. It's just when I'm reading through my subscriber lists or comments, sometimes stuff comes through for people that they're not even asking for. So I got a few spirit shout outs I want to give out here. All right, my first spirit shout out today goes out to Dory Glass. Hi, Dory. Listen, I got to tell you, I'm getting a number of spirits around you. One of them is a guy named Benjamin. I don't think you knew him, but he's connected to your family on your father's side. I believe this goes back to around the time of your great-grandfather. But I get a man around you named Benji or Benjamin, and he's like showing me cigarette. He loved to smoke when he was a little bit of a smoker, a little bit of a drinker. And he may even have a connection to being British or English. I feel like in your family side, there's some English connections here that go back. And he's connected to your great-grandfather. Now, I may be wrong that he's an exact relative. Could be a friend of the family from that time period. But I do get this guy around you. He said, all I keep hearing is, oh, I'm just hanging out. He is, I believe, with your great-grandfather. And he said, I'm having a bit of a smoke and a little bit of a drink. So he's just around you in spirit. You might want to research the family, see if he's connected. But he's around with your great-grandfather. And I hear your great-grandfather also back here. And he says, oh, I'm hanging out with old Ben. Old Ben. That's the way he talks to him. So anyways, just want to bring that over to you. Hope that makes some sense. Let me know. Thanks. All right, my next spirit shout out is to Hall of Saki. Hello, Hall of Saki. Listen, I got to tell you, I've been getting a message here. You've got a guardian angel around you. He's been trying to connect with you. His name is Philip. He says, oh, tell him that it's Philip. He said, or he can call me Phil, but he's your guardian angel. He's around you, wants me to bring his name over to you because he said he's been trying to work with you to get you moved, the words he says, moved along on your spiritual journey. So I think you're coming into a time the next year of a lot of spiritual growth, and Philip's going to help you. I think you're opening some psychic gifts as well. Particularly, I want you to watch for clairvoyance. That means vision and insight. But Philip's going to help you with that. He's your guardian spirit. All right? Blessings to you. Thanks for being here. All right, next spirit shout out is for Aaron Kemp. You know, Aaron, I got to tell you, I've been hearing voices around me today asking me to bring this to you, and I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget it. There's a spirit around you, and her name is Jillian. And she's really funny because she's dressed like super fashionable, you know, cute little skirt. She's got the boots on. She's very fashionable. Cute girl. And she said, I'm a club girl. I'm a club girl. And Jillian says she wants to go clubbing with you. She said, it's time that we have a little fun. And she says, I'm going to take her to the club so she can meet her new boy. And she keeps asking me to talk to you about December. And it looks like you're going to meet a guy around December, and Jillian's going to help you connect with him, okay? What's interesting, she shows me an image of this man, and he looks a little bit, now don't take this too literally, but a little bit like Clint Eastwood, but a young Clint Eastwood. Go back and see if you can find pictures of Clint Eastwood from like the 1950s, 1940s, 1950s. That's what he looks like. He looks like Clint Eastwood a little bit. Actually a little sharper than Clint, but that's a close proximity. And Jillian says, she said, yeah, I'm taking her to the club. We're going to hang out and party and meet some nice boys. So there you go. Anyways, had to bring that to you. Oh my gosh, guys, I tell you, I don't know where the day goes. Psychic Bob is so busy today. I got more readings tonight to do. But listen, thank you for being here. I love you guys. I'm sending blessings to all of you. Thank you for understanding about yesterday about horoscopes. We'll have those next week. Be here tomorrow. It's Wednesday, Wiccan Wednesday. We're going to have something fun and mystical. We'll see you then. Well, guys, thanks for being here. I love you. We'll see you then. Make sure to pop over to my website if you want to get a reading. Give me a call, 703-825-3929. Send me an email, link below. And if you get a chance, pop over to my website also and check out my books, okay? We got a lot of reading for you, reading material there for you. So check it out. I love to see you guys. Keep in touch and let me know. And if you want, you can put your question for next week's messages in the box below or write to me at my email. Either way. I love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Till then, may you always blessed be.